Welcome, everybody, to Exploring Marketing Options. My name is Chris During, and today we are looking at a website called Delicious.com. It should be a fairly quick and easy session today. This is a pretty bare bones website, but it's a social bookmarking site that's been around for a very long time. It has a lot of credibility, and I wanted to make sure that we covered it in a little bit of detail anyway. So we'll get into this one. Next week, just for your information, we'll be looking at this website. It's called Juxtapost.com. Very image-centric, I guess, is the word. It's a lot like Twitter, but you can see it's got some interesting features where you can maybe like add some pricing and things like this. So yeah, definitely one that we'll have some fun with. But today, Delicious.com. So Delicious.com is, just like I was saying, a social bookmarking website in kind of the purest form. It's very simple. Just a place where you can go and you can add a link. It shows up on your profile like this. I put in a link to my flag display case site, and I can click right on it. It takes me right to my website, right where I would want someone to go. Now that's perfect. That's ideal for our marketing. Okay, but I wanted to kind of walk you through the site and show you a few things. So let's pull up when I first log in. This is where it takes me. This is my my links. I've only added the one here. You can also see up at the top, it'll show my people I'm following, how many followers and subscriptions. I can also break these things down like tags, for example. Now these are the tags that I used in listing this particular thing. So I can see that those are my tags. We can create tag bundles. I can see dates, like this is the date that I published this one. And then there's some extra filters, untagged, public links, private links, things like that. So I can get to and find specific things based on that information when I start to develop a big list of links in here. Okay, so that's what that is basically for. It's really meant to be an online bookmark website, right? So you can come back and find things you like. Now, network is your friends, people who share interests, things like that. So there's no activity in my network because I don't have any friends yet. So let's click on find some friends. Okay, this brings up a long list of things that I might be interested in looking at, and so I can kind of scroll through these and see kind of based on what they're talking about if they might be interesting to follow. Search. Let's see what in here. I'm awesomer than you. That's interesting. Curating the web's best resources, energy, clean tech efficiency, sustainability. Not really interested in that. Digital channels, marketer, and SEO. Okay, so there's a person with similar interests to myself. I might click on and follow that person. I can click on and see more about this person. I can see her links, right? She's got 2,836 public links. She's following 12, and she has quite a lot of followers. So interesting stuff there. So let's go now. When I go back to my network, you can see some of her most recent things are sharing there. I can click on those and please try again later. Awesome. So I can look at her tags and look at different people who have posted to search engine optimization. I can see people who've saved the link and so forth, people who've commented on it, things like that. So just basic functionality there. That's good. Let's go to Discover. So Discover is a community-picked links based on my interests. So I would click on subscription, and I would add a new subscription. And let's say I want to go to marketing, for example. There, now it's working. Okay. So yeah, I could go here and I could subscribe to marketing, and done. And when I go back, it's supposed to start filling that. Okay, there it goes. So I can see I've added subscription under marketing. There's not any information there. Let's do SEO. SEO. How about search engine op? Well, it's not finding it here. Why isn't it not? Well, it's being a little bit clunky today. I apologize. I'm not sure what's going on, but you can understand and see what happens when these links come in. You'll see those showing there on your feed. We can go into trending. Now, trending gives us some popular tags, some popular posts that have been put in, things like that. So I can kind of go down. The invention of the type A personality. So I can share this, I can save it, or I can give it a boost up here. So let's save that, and it comes up and it lets me save it as my own information. So I can put in a specific tag, I can put in a comment, I can share it to Twitter or Facebook. I can and then save the link, or I can just cancel it here in this case because I don't really want to save that one. But you can kind of see that is what we're talking about. And these all have, you'll notice, read more. So there's a link that it takes me right to their site where I can actually read the full article and get the information. Now, here's the most important part of this site, and that's adding a link. Of course, that's the main purpose for our information. So whenever I want to come in here and add a new website, I can come in and I could bookmark my site, click add link, and then it comes up and it gives me the details that I've already filled in because it's already been added. In the case it didn't, it would pull up the title based on your meta information. The tags that you use, you would fill in yourself. The comment you would fill in yourself. Then you can share it to Twitter, Facebook, or save your link. And that then shows up in, again, your My Links. So you see how that comes in. I can come here and I can share that. And again, that comes up with Twitter and Facebook and so forth. I can edit it, or I can delete it, if I no longer need that link. But that is the bare bones functionality. The only other thing here is your profile. You can come in here and under your profile, you can change your avatar. It automatically assigns you letters for your name. You can put in your name. You can put in a bio. You can add a website for yourself. So it gives you a little bit of functionality there as well. So definitely some interesting things. Save that and it's done. But that's really all there is to this site. So the real value here is just building external links to your website, to your blog posts, to your social accounts, other things that you're doing. Now, of course, we don't just pile on a bunch of our own properties here and say that that's good, because this again is a social network. The importance of social network the importance of the social network is social, of course. And so, we want to be social in nature. We want to have um, we want to have people looking at what we're doing because it's interesting to them and because it makes sense, not just because we're trying to spam everybody and shove it out in front of them. So the way I always recommend with any social network is about a 5-to-1 ratio. And I think about television. I've probably used this example before with you guys, but when you watch TV, you spend about 10 minutes of your 60-minute program in commercials. It's the same thing. We're when we promote our own website or our Facebook page or our blog or whatever, um, those are those are our commercials, and so we want to put out good, relevant, um, educational, motivational, um, you know, inspirational type of information, things that people will enjoy. That's that's somewhat related to our topic, and then of every fifth one that you do, you can do one that's promotional. So one that just says, "Here's my website, check it out," right? And so that's the idea. Now, just opening up here, and it looks like I've got a couple questions. Let's go ahead and get those answered here.